Thank you so much for your deputation. Next, I have Miguel.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Miguel Avila. I'm a resident of Ward 13. Chris Noyes is my counselor, and this is my 14th year coming to speak at city budget consultations. 14 long years. So, since my dedication, I call it today, defund the police. Why we need to defund the police? Because, as you have heard, the police union are saying that they need to add more police officers when the reality is the contrary. I was at the budget subcommittee meetings. I have attended the police board meetings since the year 2010, when David Miller used to be the mayor. From that point on, the budget has increased to $560 million since 2010 to the years of Rob Ford mayor as well. In John Tory, we see year after year after year after year, the budget goes up and up and up. While places where they're serving our community members, they are scrapping, like my sister Diana, asking only for $1 million to add more capacity to serve more people in Ward 13. As you know, Councilor Chris, we suffer from a lot of problems in the community, in citywide. Addictions has increased, tripled because of the pandemic, alcoholism, drugs, etc., etc., etc. But I bring you good news. I live in Regent Park, and since I moved in 2011, we used to have sad stories about people dying because of gun violence. I'm happy to report that in 2023, we haven't had no gun violence. And you wonder why? Because we are investing in our communities. It's called the Social Development Plan. The Social Development Plan is allowing our youth to have better opportunities. It's for our adults to get jobs, training, education. Many communities in Ward 13, such as Jamestown, Moss Park, are seeing an increase in violence. So if we replicate the same model that we have in Regent Park in other wards of the city, we will see a decrease in violence. And again, I have stated over and over and over that our not addressing the roots of violence is the problem that we have in the city of Toronto. We don't have enough housing. During the consultations here in Etobicoke that I participated in last year, most of the participants agreed that we should invest in housing initiatives for our members of the community. But we are not doing it because what happened is the Police Services Board and the union comes to the city and saying we need 300 police officers. Those 300 police officers is about $36 million, plus they also want more civilian staff to be added. So we're talking about 432 officers in total, civilians and officers. Last year, we provide the city an increase of $10 million, is my understanding. But the big surprise is that this year, they're having union negotiations. As a result of those union negotiations, we're going to be surprised that in July, I call it Christmas in July, because always they pass the buck to the city manager, says, we have negotiated a new collective agreement with the union, and it's going to cost us another $300 million more. Why are we allowing this to happen every year? The time is now to stop the buck. The buck stopped here, and the buck stopped now. No more increases on the police services budget, because we have to invest in our people. Our communities rely on the decision that you guys are going to make on July 14th. I'm sorry, in February 14. So I plead to Mayor Olivia Chow, who sounds progressive to me, to listen to the community and fund our communities, which we need right now, and fund the police. Thank you.
Thank you, Miguel. You're getting good at this. Exactly 5 minutes.
Professional.
Any questions for Miguel? Yes. Okay. They want to keep you going. Councilor Morley first.
That's the Miguel time. Thank you for joining us, Miguel, through the chair. You mentioned about the social development plan that's underway at Regent Park and incredible success that you've seen as a community as a result. We heard yesterday evening in Scarborough as well, a deputant came and shared about that. Can you highlight for us what are some of the critical resources required in the community or that have been put into the community related to the social development plan?
Well, one of the resources that the community needs, is access to food security. Housing is unaffordable for many, so we need to increase the rent bank funds. One of the good things that we should be doing. Also increasing job opportunities for people with mental health issues. I'm happy to announce that we are signing a $26.8 million community benefits agreement. And that will give us more opportunity for residents who have been neglected the opportunity of jobs, especially with disabilities. We need to do that.
That's helpful, thank you.
And transit, please.
Councilor Moise, did you? Councilor Moise?
Just a quick question. I think if you were calling for that question, it's a good one. So again, in regards to the social development plan, yes, there's been a lot of great success in that, of course, and we support it, of course. But would you not agree that it's a multi-pronged approach with team, in addition to the SDP, but perhaps working with school boards, working with the Toronto Police around the neighborhood officers, working with my office, because my state office is actually down at Regent Park. So we don't agree that there's been a multi-pronged approach that has actually helped perhaps reduce gun violence in Regent Park.
Yes, this combination of services that you had mentioned has made this successful. But again, we need to add more rent geared to income units in Regent Park, for instance. We having a phase 45, and we don't have enough RGI units. But I think to the involvement of other agencies that have been beneficial in reducing gun violence. And to have plans to give our youth more opportunities. That's what is more important matter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next, and by the way, folks, just so you know, we're past the halfway point for the afternoon session. So good work, everyone. Next I have